Welcome back, everybody, and it's been a long time since I reviewed any products, and guess what? This really isn't a review either. No, this is more of a review and build because, as you're going to see, the build is not going to take very long with this project. Now, Airfix has been around for approximately 3,000 years, and if your grandfather built model kits, there's a good chance it was Airfix. A few years ago, they started releasing these quick build kits, which have a very familiar brick system building process. So we're going to build it and take a look at the kit. We're going to build this VW bus, and the instructions tells us there's about 30 steps and just a couple dozen parts to put together. The kit goes together as one would expect for a non-Lego type vehicle. Everything just fits together pretty well. The pieces themselves, once again, very similar to Lego. From memory, I haven't built Lego in quite a while, to be honest, they feel a little bit more brittle, but not to the point where I would worry about these breaking at all. Speaking of Legos and toys, that is definitely the market for this type of vehicle. It's basically Airfix's version of a snap fit kit. No glue, no paint, ready to go, and then once a child is done building it, they can play with it. I only messed up on one part, so I assume a small child can do a lot better job than I. This is supposed to be a no-tool build, however, there are a couple pieces that are on sprue trees. Those pieces could easily be ripped off. I used clippers because I have them, but if you want to just give this to a child and let them build it in the corner by themselves, I don't think they're going to need any adult supervision. Once the entire bus is built, it does have a bit of a wobbly feel to it, and I don't think that's a problem with the quick build series in general. I think it's specifically with the VW bus. Since this is basically an empty hollow box, there's a lot of empty space on the inside, and it allows a lot of twist and turning of the sides. So the top tends to pop off a little bit. The other kits in the range, I notice, are much more dense. They have more blocks in the center. So while this one may come apart with some rough play, at least it can be put back together again, and I don't think that's going to be an issue. I assume it's not going to be an issue with the other kits in the line. As far as details are concerned, while the kit is lacking there, this is definitely marketed more as a toy that you build rather than a model kit that you add photo etch or anything like that to it. The best example is the steering wheel is actually molded to the front dashboard, and it's only a semicircle in which you put a sticker of a steering wheel on. Speaking of stickers, this kit does come with stickers only and no decals, so once again, definitely going for more of the toy market than the model builders market. Also, if you want to nitpick, there is a little bit of a color distortion among the pieces. If you notice, the left rear panel there is slightly different color than the rest of the sides of the van. Of course, you could paint this if you want, but again, why would you want to? Mine had some scuffs on the plastic, and I decided to buff those out simply using some brass polish and a Q-tip. Brass polish is good for scuffing small scratches out of clear plastic, and it also worked here on the colored plastic. So there you go. It took me about 20 minutes or so to build, and I did miss one step. I forgot to put a sticker on the engine, but that was easily applied after the fact. overall, I would give it pretty high marks. Comes in at a price tag of around $17. I think kids would really enjoy this if you want to get them just a little bit into the modeling realm. Obviously, if they like Legos, they're going to like this as well. And you can definitely play around with it and beat it up and break it apart and then put it back together again. So I give this toy a thumbs up. This modeling project, not so much. But again, this is marketed towards little children, so if you have anyone in your life of diminutive stature, I think they should be able to enjoy this. If they're a little bit reckless with their toys, you may want to consider getting one of the more dense kits that they have in their line. And they do make cars, planes, and a few different vehicles, I think helicopters as well. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Push the button, Frank.
I am the button.